Yes, and we wish them all the luck, and what a great time, and what a great morning. I mean, to start off your morning and play a big old game of basketball, right?
If you're in Indiana, you have to love basketball, right?
That's exactly right. Exactly. Well, Rebecca, tell us how long you've been with East Washington School Corporation.
I've been back in the district for 8 years. This is my 8th year back.
Okay, and what's been your position, and what have you been doing at Eastern prior to this?
Well, I moved into an administrative role a few years ago, and as the director of student services. So I oversee all of the grants, the federal and competitive grants, the technology. My prior background was working in early ed, so I also work with our preschool. I was fundamental in starting the On My Way program at East Washington, and work with our PD specialist in the corporation. So I've worked directly under Dennis for the last 2 years, and we've worked together just on a lot of projects and learning the corporation kind of inside and out.
Okay, and kind of how do you? I guess, Rebecca, we're in a new day and education, and as the intern superintendent, I do want to say that I'm going to just behind the scenes and all of the talk everyone has gave you nothing but wonderful praise and compliments. So you're definitely the lady for the job. Very excited, and congratulations. But I guess how has education changed, and how have you changed with that, I guess?
Oh, I started in education 20 years ago. So we were talking 20 years ago when I left college. We didn't have the internet. We weren't using the internet. I mean, I can remember the computers in a computer lab at the college. And my first district, they actually had 24 computers for kids to use, in a lab. And now students are one-to-one. Everything's at their fingertips. So that's changed education. I think more than anything is just the way the world's changed. And as educators, we have to change with that and be prepared and know what our students are going to need in today's world versus the world 20 years ago.
Right, exactly. And explain, okay, you are the interim superintendent, and explain maybe for our listeners that don't understand, so will you go into the position of superintendent then after so long, or how is that done? How is that?
So the interim role is just that. It's a temporary position. Then I think the board in March will kind of reevaluate and make a decision on how they want to conduct the search for superintendent, and then I can, evaluate at the same time what that looks like for me.
Well, you've kind of got a fun season. This is a big time for you to make some big decisions as far as, road close or school closing or ice, snow. So,
I have the best transportation director of Indiana. So, Greg Hopkins is remarkable, and he's out there, has a good understanding of our district, the roads, are they passable, and I rely on his expertise when it comes to those. Ultimately, I'll have to make the final decision, but I have somebody that I trust out there looking at the roads with me, and that's invaluable.
That is such a blessing too. And yeah, you're right. I'm a Greg Hopkins fan, and he does a fantastic job. And what he does is actually, he's very quiet. People don't realize all of the great things that he does, but and that would be, it's very difficult. I know from a school corporation when you have to make decisions, and it's not always the most popular decision, but it's also the decision that's putting our children in the safety. The safety is number one. And I think,
right, and you have to be able to get them there safely. And I have 4 of my own, and the last one will get his license this month. So they're out on the roads too, and you have to consider that too.
So a new student driver in December. Again, You are a thrill seeker, I think,
yes,
Rebecca.
I think so.
Yeah.
Rebecca, this is Brad, and good morning. And so my kind of it's not an on the spot question, but kind of a question that when you were thinking about accepting this interim role, there's a lot to think about, with some big shoes to fill, but East Washington has always, kind of been on the front leaders in technology and kind of one step ahead. So with your experience with the school corporation, what kind of things are you going to do that's going to make sure that you're keeping the school district, one step ahead? And have you thought about, things that, hey, now I can kind of push this forward and things like that?
Well, there's a few things that we have in the works. Our Career Academy is in the process at the high school, and the board last night approved Phase 2 and Phase 3 of the Career Academy, which is huge for our students and huge for Indiana because it will allow our students some manufacturing skills. We're looking at all of our CTE courses and how we can really focus on the needs of our kids and embed, their English and math into those areas that they're interested in. And so that's definitely one of the things that we want to continue to work on. Our land greenhouse is state of the art, and we want to kind of include that in our academy and really look at all of our pathways. We also received a really large grant back in the spring to focus on employability skills. And in Indiana, they want our kids to earn that diploma, but to be employable. And so this second semester, we're going to be focusing on that grant and what kind of certifications can our kids earn. And some of them will be things that, are skills that you just need to have, and we'll focus on those in K-8. And then 9 through 12, we're going to be looking at what are marketable job skills. And that will be, so those are kind of things that I know I'm going to be working on here in the short term. And really important.
All right.
Well, you've got a lot of. I like that you've already got a plan. So I guess when did you find out that you were going to step into this role?
Well, I met with the board. Goodness, I'm trying to think. It's been a couple months ago. Late September. Dennis he met with me. It was kind of a busy weekend for our family. My daughter told me, my oldest got married this summer. She told us on Sunday that she was going to have a baby, and on Monday, Raquel said he'd like to meet with me and said, I'm going to be retiring, and I think you can take the district the next step, and I'd like for you to, think about it, and the board wants to meet with you. So from there, talk to my family, because it is a big decision. It's a big commitment. I'm at a lot of events, K-12, long days, and I wanted my family to be on board with that too. So I talked with them, met with the board, and I think it was the October board meeting that the board actually approved it. And then Dennis and I started working on the transition pretty quickly. So he started handing off things to me, and I started meeting with the administrators and kind of setting our plan, and we're working on kind of their needs, and all of them are working for January. We'll start talking about each building's unique needs and then developing a corporation plan from that.
Wow. Well, I love that, and it sounds like you are the lady for the job. It sounds like you've got plans, you've got, you've got dreams, you've got hopes, and you've got all of these things to conquer and do, and I think it's going to be exciting. And I do love, our county, Washington County, our superintendents work well together, and I think they're going to just really enjoy working with you, Rebecca. I think this is going to be very, very, very good for our county.
Yeah, I got to spend a little bit of time with Dr. Rutherford at the superintendent's conference here last month, and then Keith and Dr. Rutherford were both also at, we had a couple special ed meetings, so I've got to spend some time with both of them, spent some time talking about things, so I think it's good. I was over at West Washington for a couple basketball games, and Mr. Nance took me through their manufacturing academy, and, I think we want to do what's best for all of our students in our county, and I think that's important to work together. I grew up here, so I'm an East Eastern High School graduate. I graduated in 1994. My kids, I'll have my third one graduate this year from Eastern. So I want what's best for the district, the county. I think it's important.
Yes, I do, and I think that's awesome to to do to be that alumni and then come back and and be a part and give back to your school.
Yeah, there's not anywhere else I'd want to do it. So excited to have the opportunity.
Right. Well, Rebecca, we are excited to see, and we do our education. Wednesdays we rotate, and we hope to have you back on. And let's find out. I know you're on the road, and I want you to be very careful and excited about going to the game and supporting the East Washington team. But let's know about Christmas. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
It's a Miracle on 34th Street, but the 1980s version is my favorite.
Oh,
the new version. Okay.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I do love that too. I'm with you. What? And I guess, do you have any family Christmas traditions you do?
Well, we always get together. This is a different year. I lost all my grandparents in the last year. I lost 3. I had 3 living, and I lost them all within this last year. So our traditions are changing a little bit, but we always spend Christmas with my family and my husband's family. He's from Salem, so we spend the day with family, and that's what we do. Try not to cook too much, but it's just nice to have everybody together.
I agree. Well, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and let's talk again, and keep up the great work. And I know, Dennis Stockdale, we were very much friends with him, and he was a great guy, or still is a great guy, but he's kind of going a different route with his life, and I think that you are definitely. I mean, that is a huge compliment for you, and I think you're going to be fantastic. And it sounds like you've got a lot of great things going.
I think we do, and I'm excited to see where we go.
Yeah. Well, listen, you have a beautiful day. Be safe on the road, and let's get that win. And it's always fun, coming back, home whenever after a big win, right?
Yes.
That's right. Let's hope so.
All right. Thank you again, Rebecca, and have a Merry Christmas. All right.
Yes. Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. That's the new intern for our Eastern School Corporation, and how awesome is she?
Yeah,
I'm
she's
very impressed.
And I'll tell you, it's a true testament when the respect and admiration we have for Dennis Stockdale.
Oh, absolutely.
And, what an exceptional, not only superintendent but just a human being. And when he gives you a seal of approval, that's a pretty big deal.
That is a very big deal. Yeah.
So,
well, and and this job is a big job.
It's a tough job.
It's very tough. You know what I mean?
And I think the important thing too is he's not going to recommend someone to even go in as interim that wouldn't be able, because he knows all the ins and outs. You know, and it's for the armchair quarterbacks. Superintendent of schools is a tough job. It's a huge time commitment. It's a lot. So.
I don't think sometimes people realize what all goes into it. You know what I mean? And a lot of our superintendents make it look easy. Yeah. And and they just don't. Yeah. But there's a lot.
There's a lot to it.
Yeah. So anyway, so hats off and congratulations to her. All right, so Bradley, we got a very busy time of the year. What do we got? 4 days? And,
oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
Wait, we got 3 days to Christmas Eve, 4 days to the big day.
Yes, and and this is so cool. I've got so many things actually. First of all, last night at Walmart, the meat man, John.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Jeff. I meant Jeff. I meant Jeff. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm reading. Okay, I meant Jeff. I knew Jeff.
Yes.
He did a song for me. Okay, and I just want to say that is something that you really need to really promote. That not only has he got some really great meat over there, but also you'll get a song with it.
There you go.
It was fantastic.
Dinner and a show.
I just want to say, absolutely.
And I will tell you, we're.
Why did I say that? And I even told him.
Same thing. Jeff is a staple, and everybody knows Jeff.
Yeah.
and he is an amazing young man.
Yeah.
And you couldn't ask for a better brand ambassador with Walmart, you know, and just in general, he just loves people. His the
So
way
personal.
yeah.
So.
He takes great care of our customers.
Well, I do have a little bit of clip of
Okay.
him, but wait, hold on. But before that, I do want. Okay, I'm going to be all over this program this morning. I'm like
Okay.
popcorn.
All right,
Okay,
that's okay.
Because
That's okay.
there's just a lot to
Yeah,
get
there's
covered.
a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. It's like all those twinkling lights on the tree. We're going to hit every one of them.
Oh, I'm twinkling, baby.
There you go. Absolutely.
Okay, we are entering in at 5 o'clock tonight into winter.
Mm-hmm.
Winter has arrived. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is a cool thought. Okay,
Okay.
and I wanted to share this because I thought this was really cool. I thought you'd like this. Okay, so
Okay.
here we go. Maybe you either kiss me or kick me afterwards. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, I don't believe I was supposed to have been kicked a lot. So, okay.
You guys want to see something awesome? Watch this. So tomorrow night, the 21st of December, will be the longest night of the year. The earth will stand still for 3 days. And on the fourth morning of the 25th, the day will be 1 minute longer, and the sun will be born again. During the darkest, coldest nights of the year is usually when we do storytelling, when the snow is blanketing the earth. Spirits are sleeping so we can talk about them and tell stories about them. The darkest, coldest nights of the year are also when we do the heaviest processing. For many people, this is also a time of year for grieving. So tell the stories about the ones you love and grieve them if you need to. And remember, it's always been about the sun, and soon life will be coming back to the land. You guys want to see
I
something?
just thought that was cool.
That is cool.
You know what I mean?
That is cool, yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
just thinking, so while they're sleeping, I mean, you can tell all kinds of good stories. I
Yes,
mean,
yes. It's like, let me
I
tell you
just
about
thought-
that time. No, I think that's really cool.
I mean, I
a
just
good way to
it's-
think about it,
It
yeah.
is cool. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You think about that, and things are happening, and a minute longer. I mean,
Yeah.
what all can we get done? I mean, you can get a lot done in 60 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on, Bradley,
yeah. I mean,
right?
Yeah, I can. Absolutely. I
Okay.
think I can make 3 ham sandwiches in 60 seconds.
I love that. Okay, all right. So now we've got. Okay, I've been a little bit of a video reporter here. Okay, so let's play John. Okay, now John. Okay, he did the let it go at the second part. Okay,
Mhm.
I thought he was done.
Mhm.
He forgot the words. You know what? There ain't nothing wrong with that.
No,
Sing,
no.
Sing a song.
you know, if
Don't
you put
word
your-
that it's not good
Yeah.
enough.
So if you put yourself out there and get the words wrong,
Oh.
at least you put yourself out there, right?
Go, yeah, go.
And go with it
Why would I
and make
Jeff
it
is Jeff?
intentional.
Yes,
Go
yes.
with it. If you get the words wrong, then keep going with the words
Yeah.
wrong and own it.
Yeah. Jeff, if you are listening, he said he won't be listening. He said, I'm going to bed. If you are a listener, anybody, he has the right to call me Beatrice because I've called him John.
Yes.
Jeff,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, where's our volume at? Hang on. Where we at? You got to hear this. It was so cute. It was good. There it is.
Turn away and slip.
Wait, okay, we got to go now.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold me back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam that door. I don't care. I don't know the rest of the song.
Okay, now, hang on, now. He finishes it.
I can put it together.
All right, hang on, we go.
The cold doesn't bother me anyway.
That is
We had
great.
an audience.
That
I
is
mean,
great.
Yeah, I
Jeff
told him, I
is
said, pass the hat at this
wonderful,
point.
wonderful.
Pass the hat.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that. I love that.
if you're having a bad day and you run across Jeff Boyles, I'll tell you
know.
what, it will change quickly.
know.
He's just an exceptional person, and he always makes you happy. And it does make me happy when he comes back and stops by the office and says, Mr. Brad, I'm just stopping in to say
Have him
hi.
sing. Now you know he's got a little
Now I'm going to
talent,
have to
yeah.
put him on the spot. Okay, you got to sing. You got to sing for me. That's going to be
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
I just thought
yeah.
that was so good.
And I'm glad you gave me that inside information.
Yeah,
So,
he's got a little something,
Yeah,
talent.
yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Well, we were talking, and I think I was supposed to sing with him, but you know what? He was so good on his own. He did not
it's like,
need me.
we'll let you take the solo.
That's right.
It's okay.
It's your day in the spotlight.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
let you big time it. It's
I love
good.
it. Yeah,
it's
I love
good.
it.
Yeah.
Well, and I do want to talk. We are going to be getting some. Okay, hang on. Listen to this one. Okay, I recorded a little bit of this. Okay, see if you can. See if you can recognize this voice, okay?
All right. Alcohol. We've got ice melt everything. Food for your meal. You don't want to get snowed in without anything.
It's going to be beautiful today. It's going to be the prettiest day of the rest of the week. After this, it's going to be cold. You're going to be parking 200 yards from the front door. So get here before your neighbors come and get everything.
Okay.
If you want a sled, you better get them while you got them. Okay?
Okay.
Toys. And you better get food before the trucks can't get here. If you need milk, better get it. You want bread? Time to run.
Okay.
Hey,
Wait, was there...
I think.
you know, you finally come. The first thing you do is run over and see Dad.
Okay, all right, there you go.
He missed a comment about me finally coming back to work because a lot of people know I've been on a stretch assignment in Indy, so I've been coming back
Well,
on
you know what?
Wednesdays.
Someone asked me, they said,
So-
did Brad move to Indy? And I said, no, don't let the rumors stop.
no,
You,
yeah.
and I said, and I'm going to compliment you, and I'm not going to get cheesy, and I'm going to have to backtrack and not be cheesy to you, but you actually can go anywhere you probably want to go in the company, but you choose, which we are very blessed to stay here. We know that others are trying to pull you away, and you do go away for a little bit, help out other stores, but you come back.
Yeah.
This is home, and we're very blessed on that, and you know, and what a huge compliment for such a big store, and for them to have that responsibility they give you. You know.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And you're right, though. I mean, I do have opportunities, but this is home. This
I know.
is where I want to be. This is
We
where
pull
my
you back.
heart is. And yeah, so
You're not going. Yeah.
and I am very lucky to work
Yeah.
for a company that does let me do stretch assignments. And I've been in Market 482 in Indy, helping their people obsolete and helping with, and I was basically the market coordinator. There's 10 stores in that market. So visiting those 10 stores and working on the people metrics, that was my focus, the people spaces and the people metrics,
Yeah.
my love language.
People person.
Yeah, so I got to work with a lot of great store managers up there and great people partners, but it was just a temporary stretch assignment, and I feel very lucky that I'm thought of enough that my regional HR and the regional management team lets me do these things, and feel like I can have an impact on my fellow Walmart associates. So, but this is home. This is where I am. I'm not going anywhere. So,
Right.
but so I'm still offering support through the end of the year for that market, but I'm not going to have to be doing the traveling. So, holiday time, things like that. So, but I just appreciate the opportunity, and you know how I feel about the company I work for. So,
I know.
they just let me do good things, and I still get to come home.
I
So that's a
know.
great thing.
Right,
So.
right.
On that was some of our top-notch research we do before we go on the air, and that
Yeah.
was me. But that was Mike King, the store manager at the Salem
himself,
Walmart,
yeah.
the King himself. And
Yeah.
so he was wanting to. You missed the first part of that. He called, and I said, you know, what do you want to talk about? And everything. He wants to talk
Yeah.
about everything. So he was comparing this big storm we've got coming.
Right.
To Rudolph, if you've seen Rudolph. So, and you heard in that clip, you know, this is going to be the best day. So
Yeah.
you need to, you know, we have the cheapest gas prices in town,
Yeah.
and even cheaper with the Walmart Plus. If you need alcohol for your family celebrations, that's what we started off with. Ice melt, snow shovels, things like that,
Yeah.
very important. But we may not, and they're already canceled some trucks for Friday
Right.
to the stores in the region. So our replenishment system may be disrupted for a couple of days. So you want to get in before any of that happens. And like you said, today's going to be the best day. So come in and get your milk, eggs, bread, all of that stuff, and get your last minute shopping done for presents. So if you're snowed in or you're stuck at home for a few days, it's great to do it around Christmas, but you want to make sure you have Christmas presents. So we still have stuff for trim a tree. We have all kinds of toys for your needs. And a lot of our Christmas wrapping stuff, all of that's already 25% off. We've got our trees marked down. And we're doing that and we talked about this last week, but I think that that's very important to think about, not just because of this storm, that's going to happen. That's going to happen, you know, before Christmas, so people can take advantage of that instead of the pricing going down after. So, which it still will go, you know. So.
Well, I was there last night. I want to say there's plenty of stuff. So there's, you know, I mean, and so that's a huge blessing, you know, plenty of meat, bread, milk,
Right.
and everything you need. And I do want to say, and this is so exciting for anybody, this is some good ideas. I love giving good ideas. You have got the pint, they're the Christmas tree ice cream.
Yes.
Which we remember, like last year,
snack
it was
cakes
gone.
or- yes,
It was gone. The
yes,
snack cakes.
yes.
You have them marked down, rolled back for $1.
Yes.
Now, if I want somebody, I don't have the freezer space, but if you have if you don't have too many beers in your freezer,
Mm-hmm.
you have the freezer space, go get some of those. That would be a blast on Christmas
Oh, yeah.
Eve or
Yeah.
Christmas Day to
Yeah.
serve that.
Yeah.
And they're only $1. Those little pints, they're delicious, and they're right there on the end cap. And there's plenty of those.
So I'm an eggnog boiled custard fan.
Yes,
you know,
got that
is
too.
just,
Yes, you have an end cap of that.
Oh yes, and then but I normally put and it can be with alcohol or without. I mean, you can it's just as good without. You know, and
You do
can,
your boo-boo.
You know, it's like however you want it, but I normally like to do a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream in my eggnog, right? But so I had a family get together, and last weekend, and so we did a family Christmas party, and so someone brought, this is kind of funny, as a member of the family brought that ice cream before it was on rollback, you know, so before it was marked down $1. But anyway, so it was kind of cool. But we put a scoop of that in the eggnog.
Now, Brad, there's
Up a notch.
I was going to say that right there's a game changer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I would love to serve somebody that. Can you imagine? Like, I mean, I'm sure. Like
Yeah.
when you took this first sip,
Yeah.
were you not?
I was like, okay, this is awesome. This is awesome. And the other thing that was good is we got the sprinkles that are like on the cakes themselves. We put a few sprinkles on top of it and
Cute.
see how festive and fun.
Or
and,
you could even put
you
like
know.
whipped cream on top.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I always do that. You know what I mean? Oh.
But
so
just that little pint of ice cream is just it's
for
very
$1.
Christmas for $1.
It is. It is. Okay, now hang on, and I'm not done yet because I was very excited. No, I really. I
Yeah.
almost just
Yeah.
ready to do a TikTok right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or we just finished a ball game last night. It was later. So anyway, which great game last night. Anyway, we actually had a couple great games last night. You got to win.
Yeah.
Big excited about that.
Excited about
but,
that.
But anyway, and Eastern got to win.
Yeah.
So Eastern, anyway, but here's the thing. On that end cap, okay, I want everybody to get the visual. I feel like I'm calling my husband.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how you'll see. Okay.
This is what you'll see. Yeah.
You know, right there by one of my favorite places are all the cookies and all
Yes.
the, right there by the bakery. Okay. Yeah. Which they happen to have my coconut cake. So, okay, this is late at night. Okay, and those silly ladies had those marked down. I had one marked down, and it
You're
just
like,
said Becky White. I mean,
Merry Christmas.
You know what I mean? You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can't hardly beat that. You know?
No.
Yeah.
That's when
it's
you're.
that little coconut cake, you know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, I love that thing. And then
Yeah.
it's marked down, and then you start singing "It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year," right? Absolutely.
Yes.
So.
Jingle, jingle,
Yes.
jingle.
Yes.
So on that end cap, okay, so back to the end cap. Okay, they have the little pint of the Christmas tree ice cream.
Mhm.
They also have, this is so cute, a little gingerbread, and it's like an ice cream sandwich with the ice cream in it
Yes.
for $1.
Yes.
Marked down, okay.
Yes.
Now these, I mean,
Now they had the mint trees that were
that's what I was going to
that
say.
were chocolate covered.
They had
like,
the mint trees,
yes,
and
yes.
then they have
the ice
for
cream bars.
Yes, and then they have the vanilla with the vanilla ice cream with the chocolate.
Yes.
And these are $1. Okay, you can put these in your
Yes.
freezer. Okay, hang on. On Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, sometimes like you try to figure out your audience. Like, what does everybody want? If you pull those out on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, everybody's gonna want one. I mean,
Oh, absolutely. Doesn't matter if it's cold, warm, whatever.
And Brad, with the little gingerbread ice cream sandwich.
Oh yeah.
The things you could do.
Yes.
Okay, now hang on. You're gonna be drizzling caramel.
Oh.
I can see you. We're gonna drizzle some caramel.
Yeah,
Brad,
yeah,
every
yeah.
time in my head
Yeah,
I
I
hear
know.
you say, "We're gonna drizzle some
Hey,
caramel."
you can't go wrong with
I know.
it. You cannot go wrong.
That's
with
right. If you make a bad meatloaf, we're gonna drizzle some
it.
caramel.
Well, maybe not
Sweeten
bad.
it.
But if you need to sweeten it up, maybe. Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
drizzle some caramel.
Hey, have caramel sauce will travel. I'll tell you, if it's good enough for
I
Snoop
am-
Dogg and Martha Stewart, it's good enough for
I
me.
am not knocking you. I'm just laughing
yeah.
because I'm sure that little gingerbread man would drizzle some
Yeah.
caramel.
Yeah,
But
you
now
got
you
me
can
thinking.
do so many cool
Yeah.
things. And how cute would that be,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, yes.
$4.
Or you
I
know
want
how they
everybody
make
to just
those
go over
like
and get some of
intense
that.
milkshakes? So
Oh.
you could do an intense milkshake, and then put that like in the top of the glass, like that. You know how they put all that stuff on there, and throw some caramel sauce on top, whipped cream, and put that in there. I'm telling you,
I always put the whipped cream. You put the caramel.
It's a negotiation.
It is. Hey,
and they're both a win-win.
How could you go wrong?
You could.
I mean, I don't think I would be mad at you.
And actually, it's funny you mention those things because I have tried those without the caramel sauce, but those are really good. Those are really good. My favorite is the mint ice cream tree.
Yeah.
With the chocolate that's chocolate covered.
Well, you know it, absolutely, and they are on sale for $1. I'm a mother of 6. I always am a bargain shopper. And I want to share that with others. I want people. We want everybody, and I know Walmart has that same policy where they want everybody to be able to afford and have fun and have a good time. And I don't think I've ever seen so many markdowns prior to Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, either somebody's really feeling generous somewhere to do that.
And that was well thought out, and I mean, I didn't come up with the idea, but like we've talked about this year's meal, even with inflation, Walmart has made sure that the top 200 items, if you buy those, they're going to be at last year's prices, so you're not going to have to be spending 12% more, 16% more. Some things are, so your meal's going to be the same, but it's been very well thought out that we've started marking. More stuff came in on rollback, so we're very proud of that. But we're going ahead marking, taking that additional markdown that you normally see after Christmas. Toys, all the trim-a-tree stuff, anything for seasonal, and it's just because we'd rather you have a great holiday season. You've got a meal that's at the same price as last year, and save that money ahead of time. And it's also a good thing for us because we don't have to have that inventory in the store.
Get it out.
So as soon as the day after Christmas, guess what? We can transition to, which everybody knows, Valentine's Day.
Right.
But on the food side, we can focus on game time, meal solutions, and all of that. So it's ready to go. So it just
get it out.
And the other thing too is, the way Christmas Eve and Christmas falling on a Saturday and Sunday. Normally, that's going to be a weekend day that's closed, but normally people spend their time shopping for their Christmas stuff on a weekend. Well, we don't have a weekend coming up to this. It was a week out. This past weekend was a week out. So that's something to think about too. And so I think that's been great. I think that's great. And you haven't had to do everything at once. And I think that was very intentional for us as a company. And I'm very proud of that. I'm like you though. I mean, it's even if you shop for, a 16-year-old, you got to find those bargains.
I think, honestly, I think for your 16-year-old son, I think just get some of those ice cream sandwiches, get him some of those, and I mean, get him one of each. Yeah. I think that he'd be a happy young man. I don't think. I don't think he would notice there's anything else. You know what I'm saying? Unwrap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give him a box and let him have a remote. I don't think you need anything else.
I think
a remote and a box of those ice cream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Any one of them. I don't think he would need anything. Or a tub of that $1, Christmas.
Yeah. And the only addition to that would be is if they made the Doritos flavored. In that ice cream, then it'd be like.
Well, why not just do that? Get the ice cream and wrap the ice cream in a bag of Doritos and a remote. I don't think you would need anything else.
You're good to go until January, the end of January.
And he would go back to school and say, "Best Christmas ever."
Best Christmas ever. Best Christmas ever. I think so. I think so.
That's a solid day.
And the socks. You gotta have socks.
Oh,
It's funny when it's 16. I need socks.
Socks and underwear.
I want
Come
socks.
on. I know.
It's like, okay.
Well, we don't buy for you guys. Throughout the year. You're not using it. I mean, this is your one big.
And it is amazing how quickly a teenage boy can destroy socks.
Oh, well, think about it. Because they wear them all the time. They go outside in them. They go
with no shoes. Yeah.
No, I was talking no shoes.
Hey, do you need some shoes? I got my socks on.
Not to mention all that sweat that's going. I'm not trying. If anybody's eating breakfast, I apologize.
Sorry.
But that sweating going on. Come on, that's right there's making your holes.
I know.
No wonder. I mean, something's got to give. Something's got to get
out. The acid there.
It's got to get out.
Yeah. So
we learned that in chemistry, Brad.
Yeah. Our feet smelling a little bit today. Well, I'll shower in the morning. It's fine. Merry Christmas.
Have you showered it?
Anyway, so But yeah, so there's a lot of good things going on, and like Mike King, listen to the King. He's a very smart guy.
Well, and this is
So-
okay. Let's go over this. Okay, this is groceries we're talking about.
Yes.
Should our weather bird? We're actually having today. I'll be on a weather conference call,
Oh, nice.
and this, they really do.
And by the way, and I don't want to put you on the spot here and brag on you too, but what the Weatherbird and you and being involved in all this inclement weather, whether it's wintertime, summertime, whatever, that's a great service, and thank you very much, because that's important. I mean, I'm always looking for the Weatherbird stuff, and so you're always make sure that you have the up-to-date information and you get that out for the community. So thank you very much.
I appreciate that. I sure do. I'm a little obsessed with it, and when you go around, we're here in the southern part, the Kentuckiana area, and we have these conference calls, and they target our area. And so I'll be on that conference call, and they gives you an opportunity. They tell you what's happening and what's going to be going, because it changes. Weather changes all the time, and they also will give you a little bit of time to ask a question if you have any questions. And they're very good about answering the questions, and very, very nice, very kind. So I appreciate them doing that. And from years ago till today, it's crazy, because I've been in this for a while. How much weather and how much the updates have changed. Right?
Yeah.
What we know now.
And that's, you think about the tornadoes in 78, 77 or whatever, but you think about if we had the technology.
Oh, I know.
But the important thing is, you say you're a little obsessed with it, but I think the folks that do this are upset because how many lives does the technology save? Just amazing, amazing. But I think we're kind of, which I love living in this area and being from this area, because we're kind of a bowl. So we talk about Kentuckiana crud during the summer and stuff, but the Ohio River is a game changer, because the way any weather pattern comes through, it picks up moisture from the Ohio River, and it's a big stretch there. Basically, all of northern Kentucky and southern Indiana, and then on down. But people don't realize that the weather changes so much, but you never know how much moisture or what's going to get picked up from that, and that can change a storm quickly. And it's just, but I think with all the technology and everything, it's just to see the technology, how much has changed, is a great thing. So, but thank you for being obsessed with that, because you pass on information that's important. It's very important.
Definitely want to do that. And so if you are able to get out today, or just like Mike King said, this is groceries. This is stuff you're going to use.
Yes.
This is stuff that's not going to go. So let's say, and I would rather be prepared. Let's say that it doesn't happen. Let's say it doesn't happen, and we're 90 degrees, for whatever reason, we have sunshine, right?
Right.
Which that's not going to be the case, but I'm just saying, what would be the worst case scenarios that you have groceries?
Yes.
You're and having gas in your car.
Yeah, and you have to eat French toast for 3 days. That's okay. You got milk, eggs, bread, right?
Exactly.
So you're good.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I would not be upset with that.
Throw bacon in
Drizzle
there,
some
and you
caramel
get
on it.
maple syrup. Get some maple syrup. But the worst thing is you have food.
Yeah, exactly. I do want to say, and you have got blueberry pancakes over there. And I just want to say, I'm a pancake girl. I just want to say, I'm not even mad.
I will tell you.
I screamed when I saw the blueberry pancakes. Yeah, they were.
There's in the frozen section, there are cinnamon rolls. So all you have to do is thaw them out and then put them in the oven, and they kind of rise as they're thawing out and stuff like that. They are the closest thing to homemade. So if you want to get snowed in or iced in and have a start, you don't want to get out in zero, negative wind chills. You don't want to get out in that. Turn that oven on. So warm up the house with the oven, but nothing says, hey, this is not a bad thing, like those.
That's my.
And you made it, so it's as close to homemade as you can get it, right?
Yeah, it's my kryptonite. Cinnamon. Okay, so then on TikTok they take the cinnamon rolls. Okay, now this is okay. So you take your frozen cinnamon rolls, you put them in a pan. Okay, of course I'm obsessed with that. You know that. And they pour heavy cream on top of your cinnamon rolls. Okay, just a little bit kind of on top, and then you put that in the oven, and you cover it, and you put it in the oven, and Bradley, it just because of that heavy whipping cream comes into the cinnamon roll, it bakes in. And then of course whatever icing or glaze or whatever you use, you just drizzle that on top. Like
Thank you.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
game changer.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
they
that
take a big,
sounds
they
good,
scoop
too.
it and they take a big bite of it, and it's just, it looks like those, like you know how like if you've been out or whatever, you see the professional
Yeah.
cinnamon rolls, which I'm a huge cinnamon rolls are just like,
Oh,
that
absolutely.
Just, that tells you God loves you.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that is that right there.
Absolutely.
If you have
Absolutely.
any trouble feeling that,
Yeah.
that right there, I mean, that somebody created.
So
it.
if you make monkey bread
Oh.
with just canned cinnamon rolls, you know, and
I
cut
don't-
those
how do you
into
do
4
that? You
pieces.
just put-
All you do is put butter and brown sugar in the bottom of your pan,
Mm-hmm.
just your round cake pan. But you take the cinnamon rolls and cut each one into 4 pieces and
Yeah.
lay them in there, and then pour you some butter and brown sugar on top of them, just melted butter, and throw some brown sugar in there, and then bake them like the can tells you to bake them.
What if you put some heavy whipping cream on that?
That would.
I mean,
I'm going to try that.
Yeah,
I'm going to try
actually,
that.
you know what? Now that I
You
remember
can't
that,
go
I
wrong
think
with heavy whipping cream. I mean, you really can't. I mean, and
No
you
one-
just like, people can't see it, you know, because we're on radio,
He's
but when
talking
you
over
said,
his-
and then you put a little heavy whipping cream, I'm just like, I'm there. I'm like planning. I was walking to
out the
the.
side of your mouth. You can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with that.
Your mouth
My
shifted
Popeye
over.
Christmas.
You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
Are you whispering that? You whispering?
I was reassuring myself.
No, you cannot. Let's put that.
I wasn't sure if people would be receptive to that, because you know, there's some people that's just like, oh my gosh, no.
No, you should. Okay, maybe. I'm wondering if I didn't say that wrong because I think you do put some butter and brown sugar. So basically, it is kind of like a monkey bread.
Yeah.
You're making.
Yeah.
Put that heavy whipping cream on. Bradley, I just think you'll be the star of the show. I don't think there'll be any left. Okay, I would have trouble. I'm so excited. Now you got my mind completely. Oh. Okay, I would have trouble going through the line and putting meat and potatoes on my plate when that's a. I would have to go the other direction.
Like,
Becky, you're swimming upstream like
hey,
the
I'll
salmon.
be down
Like
here
the
at this
salmon,
end.
that's
We're
right.
starting at this end, right?
And
But you know,
we are in a
seriously
judgment-
though,
I mean,
now,
my family is fantastic.
in all
We are
reality-
judgment-free zone.
Oh.
They don't care. You know what I mean? They don't care. They don't
Same
care.
way, same way. But you know, I will say that in all reality, just in all reality, desserts can also be an appetizer.
Oh.
I'm
Was
saying-
it cleansing the
I
palate?
put it out there.
Yeah.
So if you see me and
Okay.
want to discuss it, I mean, I've got at least 10 PowerPoints showing you why.
And I can do it with them. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a
Yeah.
whole demonstration.
Yeah.
If you'd like to hire us, or we're not even for hire.
We can make those frozen pizzas
Okay.
into an appetizer, so you can make dessert into an appetizer, right?
Please, somebody, if you are having a family get together, okay, please use the Totino's pizza, which are square now.
Yes.
Which work out really well as an appetizer.
Yes, cut them into little
Bradley
squares.
Gilbert
You can
has
decorate
served
them up
those
if
for
you want.
years.
You can throw some extra crushed red pepper on there. You can do whatever. And I want to tell you what,
If I come to I know
it doesn't
whose house
matter
I'm
if it's
at.
fancy or just like barefoot party.
You
It
know what?
is perfect.
Exactly, and people will want more. They will take 2 or 3.
Yeah.
They'll take.
I guarantee you that will be the appetizer plate that goes first.
I do know that. You know, there is not. I don't care who you are. And don't deny that you love a good Totino's.
Mm-hmm. You cut them into a certain square, and if you have people that like black olives, put one black
Oh,
olive,
get
some
out.
Parmesan cheese,
That's a-
boom,
That's a
done.
game changer.
Boom.
You've been serving that for years. I know somebody in Hollywood has picked that up, and they're using it. You know, I mean, there is somebody having a huge
It
party
is kind of
that
funny,
using
but
that.
I seriously have had
Oh.
like get-togethers where I didn't do that. Like, for example, last weekend for the
Uh-huh.
family Christmas
Yeah.
party,
Yeah.
someone's like, "Where's our little pizza appetizer?"
What's your appetite?
What?
We
Wait,
can't.
what happened?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I guess I could make some because I always have it in the oven or in the freezer. So let's go. But no, I didn't. So, but they were missed. So
You might not be. You might be knocked off. You might not be chairman anymore. Food chairman.
we're not going to Brad's next
Food
year.
chairman is very important.
Yes.
Okay, Bradley.
Yes.
Okay. And well, and you know, there are like, I'm not a chef, and we don't play one
I
TV,
know.
but we try. Okay, but there are, I'm sure, beautiful kitchens that are doing that, cutting corners like that. And we had I'm told by experts there's nothing wrong with cutting some corners
No.
because
No.
you've got a lot going on.
Yes.
And
So
remember,
and now that they're square, it makes them cut even easier. But all you got to do, throw a black
It
or a
was
green
because of
olive,
you.
whatever
It's
you
because of
like.
you.
you know, throw a green olive slice or black olive, a little Parmesan cheese, crushed red pepper.
Oh, yeah.
What? I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
And if nobody's around and you have one of those, you can just fold it over and make like a sandwich. No, those things are just good. You know what I mean? Don't read what's in them. Don't ever read the ingredients.
No.
Don't look. Just throw it with the wrapper away and make it. So good.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
So, yeah.
little tricks for the trade. But as far as the dessert, okay, so let's go back to the cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
You had that ice cream again, the dollar pint ice cream, and you put that with put a scoop of that with that cinnamon roll. Have mercy.
Yeah.
Would that not be?
Oh, that would be amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
That,
again.
Merry Christmas to me. You know, and if you are like, trying to get through the holidays and you had a rough get together and you have that, you're saying Merry Christmas.
That's
you
right.
know? It's a Christmas tree. How can you go wrong? You
Can't
smile.
go wrong.
It'll improve your attitude. Yeah,
I want to
absolutely.
say though, I've not had this. I mean, I bought it, but I've not had it yet. Okay.
Oh, you haven't had it yet?
No, I've not had it yet.
Great.
No. Okay. Does it have chunks of the tree in it? Or
Yeah,
what?
it's got all that stuff, but the
I'm
the
having it
cake
today.
stays good in there. It's
No
not.
way.
It's good. Yeah,
Okay. See,
You
I'm
will.
not. No, I.
You will be like,
Okay.
I got a 20.
Okay,
Somebody just hook me up.
Somebody better. Okay, last year it was sold out. I mean, remember? I mean, you couldn't hardly keep it. It was just like going so fast. So this year, I'm sure that whoever ordered said we're going to order double.
And they did well. They did well.
Well, I want to say somebody was very good at this. So
Someone like us that's like, look.
we do put it in the suggestion box.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Could you make your pizza square? Could you please?
They make appetizers so much better,
So much
easier
better,
to do.
easier.
Yeah.
We don't know whatever to do with those corners.
It doesn't
round corners.
look, when you
Yeah.
cut it into a little
I
square, it
know.
doesn't look the
I
same. You know, it's
Big
like
difference.
good.
Big difference.
So you can't tell 100% what it is.
100%, yeah. So, and then, anyway, so I've not actually had them yet. So last night, okay, I had options, okay? I had it was late night, and I
You're
really,
like,
okay,
I-
so
I-
that
I
coconut,
chose
it was
differently,
the coconut
but-
cake is the direction I went. I'm sorry.
You're what?
We ate the coconut cake.
Oh, well, that you can't go wrong with
No,
that.
and so I
You're
chose
not
the
going-
ice cream.
But you know, actually, that ice
Rather-
cream would have been good with the coconut
Well,
cake.
you know what? It was cold, so I thought I'm just going to have the coffee and the coconut cake, and I was not
That's a
upset.
win.
It was-
That's a win.
Bradley,
That's a win. We
I
know
was
how we
licking-
feel
I
about
was
that.
licking the
It's like, and people are just like, oh, you can share this. Wait, what?
What?
No, I think this is an individual
Greg,
serving.
what are you going to have? What are
Yeah.
you doing?
This looks like an individual serving to me. One fork. See? There you go. It's on one little
Yeah,
plate,
and
right?
that's another thing, too. When you go
It's
to
on one
someone's
little
home
plate.
or you're having your get-together, save that fork, because you never know.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Make sure
Yeah.
you hold on to that fork, because there's more to come.
yes. And speaking of that,
Speaking of the fork.
so, you know, we talked during the summer about, you know, getting the lawn furniture, using it.
Yep.
Getting outside and using
Absolutely.
it, right? So here is my thing. So we had this big discussion at the Christmas party because, Becky, you know that I kind of go a little bit crazy about, I love Christmas decorations, right? I love Christmas and, you know, just
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
you know, it's just...
Because we're the babies. Okay.
So, anyway, and I know this is going to be surprising to some people and surprising not to some people, but I have a lot of Christmas dishes, and, you know, there's stuff that different collections. I've gotten at Walmart. I work for Walmart, so, you know, get a discount on that stuff. And after Christmas, you can get an entire set of something, you know, which this year you can get it now. Before, anyway. So there's something that the pandemic taught me is before I would display the Christmas dishes and have them, but like with get-togethers and stuff, it'd be like use paper plates, right?
Right.
We didn't this year.
Ooh.
We did not. We used Christmas dishes.
Right.
And so my point to all that is, you know, life, you never know. You're not always guaranteed
Right.
stuff and things, but if you buy the Christmas dishes, use the Christmas dishes.
100%.
Okay?
Absolutely.
So use the Christmas
Yeah.
dishes. And the
Yeah.
other thing is, if you go to a place where they have the Christmas dishes out and it's obvious that you're to use the Christmas dishes, the host or hostess wants you to use those dishes.
Yeah.
Don't ask for paper plates.
Oh.
And I'm not that that's
No,
insulting
no,
or
no,
anything
no,
like that, but I'm
no.
just saying,
Right.
use it. If
Absolutely.
you're going to have stuff, use it.
I
And,
agree.
and it's just like really cool. So, and my point to that was, you know, we used the Christmas dishes,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah,
great.
yeah.
But you made me think about that. That was the thing. So we had appetizer little plates, we had dessert little plates,
wow.
and we had the big plates for
Yeah.
food, and we had the bowls for soups. Because we do soups, chilies, stuff like that too.
Yum. There's so
All
many.
night it was like, where's my spoon? Where's my fork? Everybody was like, because it was just
Yeah.
a thing is you would throw that fork in with the dishes, you know? It's just
Yeah.
like, okay. So
Save
I
the
finally
fork,
at one point, everybody keep your fork.
Keep your
look,
fork.
Look.
That's right. If you want more,
Here's
keep
your fork,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
here's a clean fork,
Yeah.
but hold on to it because
Never
we're
let
not
go.
done.
Never let go of that. I promise you. I just want to say
Yeah.
a life lesson. Hold
Yeah.
on to that because
Yeah.
you don't know what's coming around the river bend there.
Right,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. Because there's
Well-
always more. There's always just one more thing in a get together like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I was in a meeting. Okay, I've got an old fashioned. It's Santa Claus. It's you've seen them before. They're coffee mugs. Santa Claus. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was drinking my coffee with it, and I was in a meeting. I could names, but I'm not going to do names. People would know, and they were good people, great people, friends. and one said, "It's funny you're drinking out of that or you're using that coffee cup." He said, "I used to get in trouble if I used that at home. My mom,
Mhm.
because." He said that was like put out for show,
Mhm.
and my mom was like that too. You know what I mean? I get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't-
Gina was like that to an
Yeah,
extent.
like we put stuff out.
Yeah.
But we're a little different. I mean, everybody's got their different things.
Yes.
And I feel like we're different on that.
Yeah.
And it's time to start using this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I said, and he said, and I thought, I wish I had another one. I didn't want to give him a used one, but I wish I
Yeah.
had one to
Yeah.
give to him, like to
Right.
say,
Use it.
yeah.
Use it, yeah.
But it is, and I'm with that. I use my Christmas, now a lot of times I have Christmas plates, you know what I mean? But through the years, there's,
Yeah.
but I a lot of times do the paper because it's easier.
Well,
You know what I mean?
and depending on the size of your group.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we have
Depending on the
1,000.
size of your group.
We have 1,000
yeah,
kids,
yeah.
But
Yeah, it's like, once you hit that 999 mark,
that's right. You just
paper plates.
Paper plates.
Paper plates.
But,
I
but
totally
that
get that.
also frees up, and so so you have different things. Okay, I don't have a dishwasher,
Mhm.
so I'm a hand washer. Okay,
Mhm.
and I choose to do that. You know what I mean? Not that's my choice, and I'm not complaining.
Well, I have a dishwasher, but I'm still a hand
washer.
dishwasher.
Yeah. Well, that's why our hands look so
Yeah.
so palm
I know.
We're soaking in that. Okay. So anyway, so in that's why I use it, because I really I learned I want to spend time with the family.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Not to spend, and that's a good note to
Yes.
self. If you're
Yes.
hosting or having
Yeah.
people over, make sure whatever you do, get out of that kitchen and have
Yes.
time with the family.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because there's some good stories.
And you can
I
do
don't want to miss.
and you can
you know
do
what I
both.
mean?
So here's
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah.
You have one of those tub things that's like, that's you can put dishes in or whatever. But what I did, and it's very simple, is you scrape off whatever extra on the plate into the garbage, right? You have a can for that, right?
Zeus.
Go ahead and load the dishwasher like you're going to use it. And then at the end, if you choose to take them out and hand wash them, you can.
Yeah.
But you've already got the dishwasher loaded, so as you go, you're not sitting there and you're not spending time. It's very quick. Rinse it off, throw it in the dishwasher.
That's it.
So, and you wait till you have, and so
Yeah.
it makes it a lot easier. Or if you want, in the other room, in the office, I'll just take and set certain things in there because I know I'm going to hand wash certain things. And
Right, sure.
just put them in there, out of the way, and you're not really missing
Yeah.
out on anything.
No,
So,
yeah, and that's
yeah, but and it's tempting to get stuck doing something.
Yeah.
But you just got to find a way that you can still use that stuff. And I was cracking up with Mom. Jeannie displays pretty stuff, and she has all that stuff.
Classy. Yeah.
But at the same time, she's gotten into that. Well, let's use it, right? So Saturday night, or Friday night, she was the first one. I'm like, we're using the Christmas dishes, and she's like, oh, I'm in for that. She was the first one. She
I
didn't
love
think
that.
twice,
Go
Did
Jeannie.
not think twice,
Well,
and she's like, well, why not?
that's right.
Use them. So
Get them out and use them.
just funny to see how things have changed.
Oh yeah,
But
those dishes that
she
you
may
were
have
never
been-
able to touch.
Yes,
Now
yeah.
you touch
But I did. No, I'm thinking about it, and she's listening. They were my dishes that she was so quick to use, not hers.
I love her. That is why she is the queen.
That is a classic Jeannie
That
right
is
there.
exactly. That is why drop the microphone, Jeannie. That is she. That is.
I just
I
now
love
thought of that. I
Well
just now
played.
thought
Yeah,
of
let's
that.
use them. That's
Yeah,
right.
let's use them.
That's right. Yes.
Wait.
Those are mine. Yeah.
You asked me to host, so
I
we didn't have
love
to
that.
30 your house up. Oh, I got it now.
love that.
I'm getting it now. No,
Boy, she's so
I'm just,
smart.
in all reality,
we need to learn from her.
she's wonderful, and I love her to death. And she made so much great food, and she made it a wonderful,
Oh,
I'll let people come. I mean, she's like, I'll provide everything. You just provide the place.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
she's fantastic.
Yeah.
You're a huge team.
But I just never thought about that. She's
Well played.
She's smart.
She's
Well
very smart.
played. Well played. She had a mic drop moment. I missed it. I feel dumb.
I know. Love that.
And you know, on the way home, she's just like, you know what? We used the dishes, and they weren't mine. And I didn't have to wash any of
And
them.
I'm leaving.
I'm out.
I love that so much. Go, Jeannie. Things we need to learn. We need a book.
Yes,
Things to learn
we
from Jeannie.
do.
Love that.
We do.
So, Bradley, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh gosh. It's a Wonderful Life guy. We talked about that. I mean, I love that, but for just pure entertainment, Christmas Vacation is one that I just like to, But there's so many good Christmas.
I know.
I like the newer one, Four Christmases, where they go to,
Oh, I watch
if
that
you
all
want
the
to
time.
laugh.
I know.
But I look forward more than anything to Rudolph the cartoon on TV, more than anything.
Yeah.
That it brings up so many memories because we always made sure that went to my grandparents to watch that, even during the week or whenever it was on, and that was the thing. So it says Christmas.
I mean, let's go back years ago. I mean, like that was aired. I mean, you only had one time to catch it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then,
so you planned around it.
Yes, I remember making sure I'd go to the bathroom before.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just making sure I didn't miss anything.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'd have popcorn and whatever, and we'd go to my grandparents' house, and that's Christmas to me. So, so I still kind of, that's important for me to do every year.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And now you can pretty well have it at any time you want to watch it.
Yes.
But back then it was just it was exciting because you did not want to miss that. You know, when you find out when it was, you know what I mean, and when it's going to be, So, very, very special times. And I guess, so do you have more Christmases to go to? Are you?
Well, we'll have Christmas Eve night will be a smaller group, and so we'll do that, and then Christmas morning. And I've talked to you about this, and it's kind of funny. A Christmas tradition that started with my grandparents, but that we do for any Christmas get-together that I have, everybody has a table gift. So where you're sitting at the table, you have a gift at that table. It can be small, it can be something, and not necessarily everybody has the same thing. It can be lotions and hand sanitizers, whatever, but you get some little Christmas gift at where your table gift. And so that just kind of hey, you know where you're sitting, but at the same time, it's just some little something. And so I think that's a good tradition that I like to do. It's just fun.
That is fun. So is that something you started on your own?
My grandparents started that, and it's been passed down. It started at when my grandparents had everybody Christmas Eve, everybody. That way you knew where you were sitting, Yeah. And it was always exciting to see your table gift move to one of the bigger tables, and not just the kids' table. I'm telling you, that was a big deal.
I know.
But anyway,
but then as an adult, you want to go back to the kids' table.
Yes. That's where the best conversation and the best thing is.
There's
you
things
talk
that are
about
being said
about a no judgment zone. The kids' table is what it is.
Oh,
you know?
I know. And then you can pick up their plates.
Yes, it's like, you're not. Oh, that ham. But it's so good. Look how good it is. And they go, well, you only had that little bitty plate. I know. That's all I've had. Just one little bitty plate.
It's true. It's so bad.
Yes, no, it's true. Yeah.
I know.
Just, and then the parents come in. Oh, you really cleaned your plate good. Mm-hmm. Yep, they did good.
Go to McDonald's. I can eat those nuggets.
Wait, you're not gonna leave those 2 nuggets, right?
No,
but yeah, can't do it.
We clean up messes.
Yeah, I know. It's a service, right?
No nugget left behind.
No. But anyway, that's a fun Christmas tradition that I like to do.
That's
and
awesome.
It's just kind of cool.
I love that. Love that. All right, real quick. We usually do our today is. I love that, Bradley. Today's the 21st day. Today is Ann and Samantha Day. Don't know that. Crossword puzzle day. Like those.
Yes.
Don't make your bed day. Okay. Let's see.
That bothers me.
Yeah. Please make your bed.
Yeah.
For Father's Day.
Okay.
For forefathers, like the forefathers.
Not the number 4. The FORE fathers.
Yeah. Humbug Day. No one.
Oh, no one.
National Flashlight Day. I love a good flashlight.
Well, you know what? We got a storm coming up, so that's a good reminder.
Ooh.
Have a flashlight, a blanket.
And we talked about that in your car too. Put one in your car.
In
get
your
two.
car,
Or
yeah.
3 or
So
4, get one
have
in
all
your car.
that.
You're stranded.
Yeah. So and change the batteries in those.
Yeah.
And to make sure you have those, because having a flashlight and something is better than burning a bunch of candles, because those can be a safety hazard.
National French Fried Shrimp Day. I want to say you've got shrimp on sale, and
Oh.
those are the nice shrimp over there
Yes.
at Walmart. I just really want to tell everybody.
There's a lot of
things
people
I saw.
that shrimp is like a Christmas meal for a lot
Is
of
it?
people. So yeah,
Can't go wrong. Yeah. Ooh, National Hamburger Day.
Oh, now there you go.
There
That's
you
our love language right there.
And it shows it with bacon, cheese, and
Oh, yes.
it's done up. Yeah,
Yes.
it's all done up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, nothing wrong with just a plain hamburger, but if you're gonna have a hamburger,
Kick it up a notch. Yeah, game changer. Yeah. I love a good.
yeah.
I'm a burger guy.
I mean, that would be a good Christmas meal for me too.
Yeah.
So, speaking of, you can get those pre-made, already cooked hamburgers, and all you do is warm them up in the microwave, and they taste like you did it on the grill. You know, I serve those at my party every year,
And they're so good.
Yeah.
You get all kinds of they're delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Hot bakes and credit. Yeah.
If you warm them up on the grill, even better. So there you go.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, National Kiwi Fruit Day. Love kiwi fruit.
Yes.
Um,
I like it when other people cut it up and stuff. I have a hard time.
I mean,
yeah,
it's a lot of work. Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
National Look at the Bright Side Day. I love that.
That should be every day.
Love that.
Yep.
This is actually National Short Story Day. As we started, remember in the beginning of the program, we talked about like story time. It's a good time to reflect and just tell stories. That's good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ribbon Candy Day. The ribbon candy, remember that?
I'll tell you. It's funny because you used to see that in coffee in candy dishes and grandparents and stuff like that. But I saw, how I am about watching these things like about the M&M Mars thing and all that. But I watched a documentary on making that, and it's an art. It's like making glass. It's like only it tastes good. You can eat it, but the designs that they do, it's got to be certain temperatures and I mean I have a distinct appreciation for the hard work that goes into that. So,
Definitely. Definitely.
So do that.
There you go. There you go. And today's also the first day of winter. At 5 o'clock tonight.
Yes. So do you know what that means?
Bring it on.
Bring it on, because once you start winter, every day there's less days of winter left. You know how I am about the pool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bring
Countdown
it
to
on.
the pool.
I know.
I mean, yeah. I was thinking, it's so funny. You're such the dude. I'm such the male or female. I mean, you're such the. What am I trying to say? You're such the man. I'm such the woman, because I'm thinking Valentine's Day and you're thinking pool.
Open that pool.
I know, and I'm thinking Valentine's Day.
So in full disclosure, I was sitting in the hot tub the other night, looking at the pool with the cover on it, and I just was like,
I'm sorry,
4
baby.
months.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm
Four-
sorry, baby.
four-
I'm sorry.
4 months.
I didn't
4
want to do
months,
it.
and
I
our
didn't
love
want to
is
do it.
back.
That's right.
Yes, it's just like that's it.
We
4
had
months.
fun. We had seasons in the sun and
Yeah.
the joy that
So
we had.
yeah, I'm already
Yeah, I know. You missed
I
that.
know.
You
I
missed
know.
that. All right, we got to get out of here. Time is flying by.
Hey, I hope everybody
Merry
has a
Christmas.
blessed Merry Christmas, and just remember that there's a lot of people out there, so that if you can't afford to or have the means to help someone, it can also mean just calling and checking on them, just making sure they're okay, saying Merry Christmas, and the best gift is the gift of time, and the gift that you have of that, and giving it from your heart. So however long or short that is to give, just that's important. And just remember every day that take care of each other out there, and not just at Christmas time, but every day. But now, so many people we talk about all the toys and all that kind of stuff, and but at the same time, there's people that phone call from you or that text from you, or just dropping by for 5 minutes and saying, hey, Merry Christmas, and that can be very important.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's not a downer.
To make sure they're
That's not a
staying
downer.
warm.
That's just
those are good
And
food
with
for
the
thought.
storm and
Just
stuff,
remind
check on
everybody.
each other. Yeah.
Absolutely, and make sure they're staying warm.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
important stuff. And of course, you do have the ice melt, which again, real quick, another PSA. Be careful out there shoveling snow, because a lot of times you have heart attacks, and there's a lot of
Heart attacks
on that.
And
So that snow melt stuff is fantastic.
Yes,
Just throw that out
yes.
and let it do its work.
yeah, and when you get cold to a certain degree, you may pull muscles and stuff like that. You don't realize until
Yeah.
you come in and warm up and things like that, and you could possibly have a heart attack.
Yeah,
So
and
just,
frostbite, all
yeah,
that.
yeah. And if you don't have to get out, put the ice melt down, let it take care of it, and just stay home. Stay in, bundled up.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
All right.
yeah. All right, Brad, let's take your sponsor.
All right, Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Upland, Celebrity Home Loans, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Minnie Gunn, and Fox Flea Wealth Management.
Day. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Ho, ho, ho! This is Jalen Hoare. Santa Claus is coming to town this year, and we believe he has already made his stop here at John Jones, bringing fantastic deals on all of our year-end inventory. Santa has been looking to upgrade his sleigh, and he has found just the spot to do business. If you're tired of being pulled around by Rudolph and the crew, come check out some of our new rides with plenty of reindeer power. We have a list of cars between all of our 5 locations that we can pull from, and you can see them all in one easy spot, JohnJonesAutoGroup.com. See something shiny and new that you're wanting on Santa's short list? Give us a call at 877-473-5546 to set up your appointment today. And from your local John Jones family, we want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas.
Hello there, this is Nat King Cole, wishing you all a happy and a Merry Christmas. The joy of living is in the giving. So let's give lots of toys for tots. Toys,
Since 1947, the United States Marine Corps has been helping Santa fill his sleigh, making happier holidays for deserving children right in your community. Go to toysfortots.org and learn how you can make a difference.
Remember when you had your birthday party at McDonald's, playing with your family and friends, enjoying cake and that one-of-a-kind McDonald's food and drink? If you're looking for a fun and safe place to have a party for your children or grandchildren, look no further. Party time is back at McDonald's right here in Salem, Mitchell, and West Baden. That's right, hosted birthday parties are back, baby. Call event coordinator Renee Lewis at 812-788-0126 to schedule your birthday for Salem, Mitchell, or West Baden today. The party includes food and drink for up to 10 guests, with your choice of white or chocolate cake, ice cream for each child, a gift for the birthday boy or girl, goodie bags for each child, and a festive decorated party area. Parties at Salem allow children to play, while the McDonald's in Mitchell and West Baden will feature age-appropriate games. Let McDonald's make your child's next birthday party stress-free for you and fun for them. Call Renee at 812-788-0126 today and get your next party on the schedule at McDonald's.
Rock and Recovery Minute. Recovery rocks.
To Summit County, Ohio Domestic Relations Court Magistrate Cheryl Ware, an alcoholic was a toothless guy who lived under a bridge.
I did not fit that profile, so I didn't even know that I just know that alcohol made me feel better. And when I was, blacked out, I was feeling better. My life at that point had completely unraveled. I hit what you would call rock bottom, what we would all call rock bottom. I was passed out every night. I missed all the kids' school events. I was gone for days. People were looking for me. What I did at that point was I turned back to my relationship with God. I had no other choice than to see that He's all I had, and that was enough.
Hear more powerful episodes about substance use disorder at recoverytalks.org. And find out more about the stigma associated with recovery at rockandrecovery.com.
This has been a Rock and Recovery Minute. Recovery rocks.
Wrap up your year with holiday savings at Billy Martin Store in Martinsburg. If you're looking to buy the perfect gift for that special person on your Christmas list this year, then the Billy Martin Store is the place to go to give the gift that can be used year after year. We have so many nice items on our display floor to choose from at everyday low prices. From furniture, appliances, and flooring, we're sure you'll find that perfect item. So this Christmas season, sit back and relax in comfort as you entertain your guests. Billy Martin Store can offer you free Christmas layaway, free delivery and setup. We do stand behind what we sell if a problem should occur. We would like to thank everyone for your support that you give to us year after year. And from our families to your family, we wish everyone a safe and happy holiday season. Billy Martin Store is family owned and operated since 1859. And we are located in the heart of downtown Martinsburg, or feel free to give us a call at 967-3997, and we'll be glad to help you.
Celebrity Home Loans have been working to give our friends and neighbors in the southern Indiana area the STAR treatment for the past 2 years, and we'd like to help you find your dream home with the best options for you. Come experience the STAR treatment with us at Celebrity Home Loans, and you'll never go back to the ordinary home loan experience again. Stop in at 18 Public Square and see us today to check your credit, refinance your current loan, or begin the process of finding a new home. Around the country, Celebrity Home Loans has served over 65,000 families and have loaned over $25 billion. The STAR treatment means we'll sweat the details of home financing for you. You focus on finding the right home and taking care of your family, knowing we have your back and will be ready to close on time. Come by today and see new branch manager Autumn Scott Hall at 18 Public Square, Suite A, or call for an appointment 812-883-0670. Remember, at Celebrity Home Loans, Autumn and her staff will treat you like a star.
This is Melissa Jeremiah with Hoosier Uplands Home Health Care and Hospice. Our professionals are available at 812-849-4447 to answer any questions that you have regarding home health care or hospice. The following tips will help your holidays be more enjoyable. Plan ahead, accept your limitations, and ask for help when you need it. Also, be flexible. Our family at Hoosier Uplands would like to take this time to wish you a wonderful Christmas season.
Sullivan Feed Mill is proud to support the radio broadcasts of the Eastern Musketeers this season on WSLM. And when you need feed or other supplies, stop in at Sullivan Feed Mill at 80 Grove Street in New Pekin and see their selection today. From hay feeders to fence posts, wire and insulators, and lots more, even for those hard to buy for on your Christmas list. They've got Boggs boots, bird apparel jackets, bibs, and line hats. You'll find winter feed mixes for all animals to give them the nutrients during the winter, as well as creep feeders and creep gates to feed up your pasture calves through the winter. You'll also find fresh farm eggs at Sullivan's in Pekin. Stop in today at 80 Grove Street in New Pekin and see Junior and the rest of the folks at Sullivan Feed Mill. You can also call 812-967-3472 or find them on Facebook.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter, like the stair that only creaks when everyone else in the house is asleep. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Give Seth at Marshall's a call today at 812-967-3742, and we'll be glad to take care of you.
Dr. Minigun invites you to her new high-tech office in Salem at 1350 South Jackson Street. Her office is a part of Dr. Brad Black's Eye Associates, regarded as one of the leading eye care centers in the United States. The combined practice eye doctors and surgeons have helped thousands of people enjoy better vision. Dr. Mindy Gunn is committed to excellence because the people from Kentuckiana turn to her for answers, and patients turn to Dr. Gunn for the best eye care treatment available. If you're experiencing vision problems or having problems with your current glasses or contacts, give her a call today at 812-896-1717. Dr. Mindy Gunn is seeing patients for the latest in advanced eye care. You can get glasses, contacts, or prescription sunglasses. Come visit Dr. Gunn at Dr. Black's Eye Associates in their new high-tech paperless office today. They are closed on Mondays, open Tuesday 9 to 6, Wednesday 8 to 5, Thursday 9 to 6, Friday 8 to 5, and every other Saturday 8 to noon. Most insurances are accepted and affordable payment options can be worked out with you. To schedule your next eye appointment, again, call 812-896-1717. You'll be glad you did, and she'll be glad to take care of your eyes.
At Meadowview Health and Rehabilitation, we offer hope in the form of our Moving Forward short-term rehabilitation to home program. With a full range of therapy programs, the goal of Moving Forward Rehabilitation is to help people return home safely with the skills they need to live life on their own terms. Call us and ask us about your Medicare replacement policy or managed insurance policy and what your benefits are. We are here to help. For more information about Meadowview, visit ascseniorcare.com or call 812-883-4681.
Coffee with friends, family dinners, watching the grandkids play soccer on Saturdays, church on Sundays. Sounds pretty normal. But COVID is still there, and if you aren't vaccinated, you're still at risk. We're almost back to normal. Let's give it a shot. Call Hoosier Uplands Economic Development Corporation today at 812-849-4457 to learn more. Let's give back to normal a shot.
Caring people makes a difference. You can feel it the minute you walk into town. See what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick.
So Santa has made it to the roof of Reba's house. What happens next? The second part of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, recited by Reba, coming up in literally minutes. Stay close.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you